The RCD plays a big role in bringing people together to do various types of projects. In particular, this is a fuel load reduction project. It's a super important project for protecting both infrastructure and habitat and lives to make sure that we can get out in the event of a large fire. Since the CZU fire, a lot more landowners are coming forward and really wanting to engage in this work, and I think that that's a really important piece. Sometimes we are a little complacent in thinking this can't happen here, and then when it does, you really have everybody coming to the table, and this is a really critical time to take that funding and have available funding and move forward and get as many projects done as we can.
Fuel breaks are used as contingency line or access line, mainly for firefighters to get in and fight against a fire. And a shaded fuel break is built off that, keeping the canopy intact, reducing all of the what we call ladder fuels, which is the vegetation growing from the understory into the lower limbs of a tree, and reducing the remaining understory under that. Shaded fuel breaks are a great tool as we can retain things such as habitat, we can protect the soil. They also need less maintenance because we use the canopy to suppress the understory vegetation, so it's a lot easier to reduce all those ladder fuels that are regrowing.
During wildfire conditions, if this road is needed for folks to get in and out of safely, it's important to have the roadside fuels reduced so that fire intensity isn't too much as people are trying to get out or emergency responders are trying to get in, potentially being an important location strategically in terms of making a defensive stand against fire.
The Sandhills are an endemic habitat unique to the Santa Cruz Mountains. It has this sandy substrate soil, and it creates this really unique opportunity for the species here to really diversify. We have the silverleaf manzanita, which is endemic only to this area, the kangaroo rat, the Mount Hermon June beetle, all of which are endangered species that this project can help promote. Given the fire suppression that's been going on the past 100 years, we've had a very dangerous amount of fuel buildup. And what we do is kind of mimic fire, come through and just kind of clean all of this up. As we're going in, cutting as much of the oaks as we can, and lifting up the existing manzanita canopy to try to give them a little bit more breathing room. It's been very much a learning experience for everyone, but it's been very rewarding as well. I mean, you can see how thick this is. We come in, lift everything up, fight through the poison oak, fight through the brush, and create a really satisfying product in the end.
This kind of work needs to happen on landscape level. It needs to happen county level or even regional level, but we need to address it at a very methodical and planned out approach where we prioritize projects that need to happen. We look at how these projects can affect the greater areas and really ensure that we're doing the best for the land. And we're also looking at how these projects can be more sustainable long term, and we're not just looking for a quick fix. We're looking for 50 to 100 years of how long can this project be beneficial with just some maintenance.
I would hope that the partnership between state parks and RCD would continue. We've actually got a long history with working with the two agencies going back many years, and certainly the need has only grown since we have started working together, and I expect we would continue to do the same into the future.
I grew up in these mountains, and I have a very deep connection to being in them and enjoying them and wanting to see them thrive and be here for us to have a relationship with so that they can provide both resources, and then we also get the healing aspects of nature are here for us, and we want to make sure that that's why I stayed. I will probably be here for the rest of my life. Oh, okay.